argue with you. Kalam, how you doing, man? God bless.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay. God bless. What you got for me?
Like, why I'm not Christian?
Yeah.
I don't believe in Jesus' divinity.
Why don't you believe in Jesus' divinity?
Cause like, okay, I'm gonna give a good example. I think so.
Okay.
I think that if he was God, why would he only come to a specific group of people? Like, there were people that lived all across the world. So why did he only come to the Israelites? Like, why not everybody else?
So let me give you an example. If I wanted to spread a message today, well, let's say if I want to spread a message in the time of Jesus, do you know there was no internet, right?
Mhm.
There was no, books. Primarily,
Mhm.
books pretty much didn't even exist. What's the best
Mhm.
way to spread a message? Just by doing what?
Like talking.
Talking. You teach people your message, and then people teach that message. So Christ came and he taught the 12 disciples and the 72 disciples, and then he gave them what the world? Sorry, guys. Then he gave them the great commission to go out and to teach the rest of the world. He says, now go out and teach the rest of the world everything that I commanded you. So he came and he taught a group of people who could teach it to the rest of the world. He even specifically says, I have sheep that are not of this fold, and I got to go get them too. So,
And can I add on to that real quick,
sure, brother.
if that's okay?
Yeah.
I believe, like also in the Old Testament, it actually prophesies it was actually going to happen that exact same way.
Yep.
Isaiah 49, I believe it's Isaiah 49:6, and somewhere in Isaiah
Yeah.
50, right? It talks about how the strangers of Israel will get the same salvation as well, and the servant of Israel, who happens to be Jesus in this case, spreads the message first. And then you go to the New Testament, I believe, and then it says that salvation is first for the Jew, then the Gentile. You even see this in the New Testament, Luke chapter 9. I mean, they were talking to a Gentile Roman soldier and things like that. So it happened exactly how it was prophesized.
Does that make sense, Kalam?
Even in the Old Testament, technically, salvation wasn't just for a group of people. I believe Exodus, what was it, 28? When you bring your males to go get circumcised as well?
Yep. Exodus
Even
12.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
So
it's actually many times in the scriptures. The reason why I use Exodus 12 is because this is like fresh. They're still in Egypt, and God has already given the command that other people can join
yeah,
into the
as
covenant.
long back in the Old Testament, if they kept the Passover, right, then they become like, I forgot what the term was, but they become like
Like
not
they were born
foreigners.
in the land, exactly. They become just like
Yeah, yeah,
Israelites.
yeah. So
But like, I don't
technically,
see how that's fair though, because like if
How is?
I mean, I think God
Let
is
me
the
second.
most fair.
Yeah, how is that not fair, right? What would you have had Jesus to do?
I mean, if God were to come down on this earth,
Yeah.
he would not discriminate against like
he
anybody.
doesn't.
How
Like
did?
he everyone
Yeah.
deserves to hear the
How
message.
did he discriminate? Everyone did hear the message. So the Bible says the
No, that's
gospel.
not true.
That is true, right? Everyone does.
Yeah,
Everyone
how
has an
do
opportunity to hear the message, right? We are all now disciples of Christ. So we all
Well,
go out
now,
and
like
we
I'm
and we
saying
preach the
now,
message. Yeah. So it takes time. Like the internet didn't
yeah, but I'm saying
exist.
like that's what I'm saying. But if it was God, like God
Okay,
would
let me
not
ask you a
have like,
question. Are you a Muslim?
yeah, I am.
So why didn't Muhammad teach his
Oh,
message to the whole world? Why didn't God? Islam is for the whole world, right?
Yep.
So why, when
interesting.
God sent Muhammad, didn't Muhammad go and preach his message to all nations? Why did he only preach it to Arabia?
Let me answer that.
Sure.
First of all, Muhammad is not divine; he's just a prophet, and God said that in the Quran that He sent a prophet to every single place on this earth.
Okay.
There's no
So
place
so
that
no
Muhammad
problem.
isn't
Can
sent.
can you be can you be a Muslim now? Is Islam for everyone?
No one's stopping you.
Can I be a Muslim
Well,
now?
can you?
Hold on. Can I be a Muslim now and not accept Muhammad?
No, because that's like you can't. You have there's pillars to Islam.
So
You
so
can't
yeah,
just
exactly. So
completely.
you kind of destroy your whole argument because you just said that
How?
God sent a messenger to every nation, yet
Hmm.
every nation cannot just say that whatever their prophet was is their messenger. Every nation must say
Yes,
Muhammad
they
is their
can.
messenger. No, they can't. So if I say my shahada
Can.
as I believe in there's only one God, worthy worship, whatever, and I believe in his
Hmm.
messenger and John is his name, does that make me a Muslim?
Let me explain that. Back when before Muhammad
No,
was
no,
there,
not
and
before
let
Muhammad.
me
No, no,
finish.
hold on, no. I'm not asking about before. I'm saying right now, right? If I'm a
And I'm
Sabian,
giving you.
if I'm from the land of Edom, and John preached in the land of Edom on the other side of the Jordan, can I say that I believe in God and His messenger is John, and I can just leave Muhammad out?
Can I answer the question?
Yeah.
Like like for example, before Muhammad was there, when the Shahada wasn't saying
You're
no. Let
asking
me
me. No,
finish. Can
no,
I
no,
finish?
no. I don't want to because you're answering something I don't care about. I'm not talking about before
Yes, but
Muhammad.
it's gonna correlate.
I'm
You're not
saying
trying to like
I'm
hear
saying
me.
right now today, can I say my Shahada without Muhammad and be a Muslim? Just yes or
Well, no,
no?
not. Can I explain no, and can I explain why?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'm saying no. First, because the last prophet to be sent to us and the prophet of our
He
people.
wasn't.
Let me
You
finish.
just messed up
Is
again. No,
Muhammad?
no, you messed up
Oh
again.
my
You're
God!
messing up on your
Can
point,
I
right?
actually speak?
No, because the point is, you just said the last prophet that was sent to us. Where are you from?
Oh my goodness.
Where are you from?
Where am I from right now?
Yeah.
I'm from America.
Okay, Muhammad was not sent to America. Muhammad was sent to Arabia. He wasn't
Oh.
sent to you.
So can I actually get a time to explain before you cut me off?
Maybe it depends on
Can
what
I
you explain.
explain?
I'm not gonna make any promises. You can try.
For every like what we call a ummah is a nation. So for every nation was sent a prophet. The last prophet that we were sent is Muhammad. He's the last prophet in Islam. That's what we
Okay.
can I please finish? Oh my goodness. I just
Muhammad
see you opening your mouth. Please.
Muhammad wasn't sent to you. You're in America.
Oh my
I was gonna-
God.
So, Kalam, real quick, right?
Can I
So,
actually can I actually explain my point and then you could say whatever?
Watch your head, boss.
I was about to say
Watch your head.
that was like also if we want to get into discriminatory, I mean, if I say the prayers and it's not in Arabic, then I mean that doesn't count. So I don't know.
Let's try again. Kalam, you want to try again? All right, we'll let you try again, Kalam.
Oh man, how come I got at the bottom?
All right, Kalam.
Ouch.
Now, I want you to see what I'm saying, and if you can't see it, I'm just gonna keep driving.
But
It's
you
not.
didn't even let me speak though.
No,
That's the
because
only
I need
thing.
you to understand your hypocrisy. You're asking why didn't Christ, when he came in the flesh, go and teach every single nation? Yet you understand that Muhammad didn't have to go teach every nation. You can go and spread Islam. So the same way
Even
in which,
Isa.
yeah, exactly, or even
But
Isa. So the same way that you can say Muhammad didn't have to teach every nation, he could send others, his emissaries, to spread Islam. Christ did the same thing. He taught his disciples, and his disciples spread Christianity to the whole world.
let me can I explain that part? Can I at least explain the last point that I was trying to explain? Because we don't first of all the difference is between us and you, we do not take Muhammad as a divinity. Christ is divine. But two, also, like I was trying to explain before, please let me speak. Muhammad is our nation's prophet. That was the last prophet we have. And ever since he died to now, that's what we consider a prophet in Islam. You could argue whatever. And for every prophet that came before, when you said the Shahada, if I was during Moses' time, the Shahada would be I testify there is one God and Moses is the prophet. I testify that there's as one God and Yunus is the prophet.
I'm not
I
asking
testify there's one
about. I'm
God
not
and
asking.
Noah
Wait,
is the prophet.
hold on. You just made another problem, right? What nation? I'm gonna ask you this again. What nation was Muhammad sent to?
Like the people of like what was it?
What nation was
It was
Muhammad
the
sent
Arabs.
to? Arabs. Are you an Arab?
No.
No. So Muhammad wasn't sent to you. He was
Exactly.
sent to
And
the Arabs. You just kept saying Muhammad was sent to our nation. You are not of the nation of the Arabs. Muhammad wasn't sent to you by your own definition. You said that
yeah.
every nation has a prophet. And then you just told me that Muhammad was sent to the Arabs. And then you said you're not an Arab, i.e., Muhammad wasn't sent to you.
Also,
Did you not hear my explanation?
also, Kalam, let me ask you a question. Who was Isa sent to? Because
The Israelites.
oh wait, hold on a second. So wait, this is about to get rich real quick.
Let's hear it.
So Isa, you know, he's like your guy's version of Jesus. We don't really claim the guy because I don't really know him. But Isa got sent to one group of people to go spread a message, but you're complaining about this. So essentially, you just said that you have the same standards, right? So if a prophet got sent to every nation, Musa, Yaqub, Isa, Muhammad, I don't really see what the issue is because you're quite literally proving the
It's
point.
as simple as this. You believe in Jesus' divinity. We do not. Jesus, if because you're basically, if he was a prophet, there would be no issue. But you
That has
believe
nothing
he
to
is
do
a
with it.
divine being. So God would not God, if God is the most fair, he would not only send his message to one people, but what about the people that were living during his time as well?
He didn't only send his
Literally.
message to
Before,
one.
before that he
Okay.
sent the disciples to go send the message.
He didn't only send his message to one people. He gave the Great
Oh
Commission and he
my
said, "Go
God.
and teach this message to all people." So he told his disciples, "Listen, I have given you this message. Now I want you to go and I want you to teach this message to the entirety of the world." It literally says to every creature, "Go teach the gospel of Jesus Christ." This is what Christ commanded. So he didn't
Right.
only give it to one people, he gave it to the entirety of the world. The whole world was taught the message of Christ. In the book of Acts, 3,000 souls, Jews and Gentiles, were converted to Christ on the day of Pentecost, right? And then 2 weeks later, 5,000 more were converted. And then Paul started churches all throughout Asia Minor, right? And now to this day, Christianity has literally reached every corner of the earth, right? There's almost no one. You can make an argument there's one group of people that we know of, the Sentinels out there on that island, that haven't heard the gospel of Jesus Christ. We're gonna get them soon.
So
So
this
everyone's
is
heard
like, I
the
feel like you
gospel.
just didn't hear my point.
Okay. You
I'm
didn't
not
I didn't hear
talking
your
about,
point.
okay, obviously now.
God bless you. Have a great day.
That you know what, I'm not gonna get mean today, but I think that hadith was kind of spot on because